Blah, blah, blah. I don't give a shit about your coleslaw. Blah, blah, blah. I don't give a shit about your coleslaw. Hey, everybody and their mother, it's time for supper. Here is the second podcast. We got me, Nick Shoemaker. You got Greg Jones. Say hi.
Hi, Sana.
We got Eddie Martinez.
Hello.
We got Alex Gallagay. I'm sorry, Galloway. I do that sometimes. Anyway, the first question of the day, guys. I'm reading about this Geezer Bandit strikes again. Greg, what do you know about that Geezer Bandit?
Well, apparently he took off from the bank at a high speed rate. A speed, I should say. Okay. Well, basically all I have to say is I'm kind of proud. I wish most old people would drive like that on the highway.
Don't you think he's being a little ridiculous, waiting for the fat lady to sing a little too soon here?
Not really, because I feel like that fat lady's going to sing soon, so I feel like he should rob some banks.
Yeah, there you go. Geezer's going to die soon, you know? Eddie, what do you think about this?
More power to him. I mean, quite frankly, evidently he has the balls to rob a bank at his age.
Big balls.
Yeah.
Down to his knees.
He was probably in Nam. I'm guessing.
Probably twice.
2 tours.
Probably 3 wives.
And he probably blamed it on the crazy gooks anyway.
Crazy gooks. That's what they all do. That's what they all do. Alex Galloway, what's your opinion?
You know, you guys brought up the balls. To me, honestly, I feel like this 16 robbery kind of spree he's got going on. I don't understand how he hasn't dropped his balls at the robbery. I mean, I've never seen an old guy walk so fast.
Personally, I like him. I wish he was my father. That's just my opinion, though. I like Geezer Bandits.
Well, yeah, it says in the news, look for red on his shirt or his hands. But I mean, I always kind of wondered if they'd expect him to, wash his hands and clothes.
I don't know.
It's permanent ink.
Anyway, the next question. We have Eddie Martinez over here, the specific reporter on the incident. We heard yesterday that there's 2,000 beached walruses in Eddie's backyard. Eddie?
2,000. Yeah.
It's tough.
I'm pretty pissed off about these.
Something happens
these
like
fucking walruses.
Yeah, walruses.
Walruses.
2,000 beached walruses.
Like 1 or 2 is kind of pushing it already.
But fucking, can you even park your car?
I can't. And
Does
if I had,
even have a car?
I had.
Eddie
one.
had it. He got rid of it because of the walruses.
I had
There's just no
one.
point anymore.
I had that problem once.
Walruses. Eddie, did you call the police?
No, I figured I'd just cut them up and sell them to the Alaskans.
Well, when I had some walruses on my property, I called the police. They showed up and they arrested me for like kidnapping animals. And I told them they're not my walruses. They're just here, and they didn't care. I was in jail for a good month for that.
A month? A whole month?
I had 500 walruses on my front yard, and the cops arrested me for like conspiracy to rob walruses or something.
Did they have any like evidence on you?
Not besides the fact that there was like 500 walruses in my yard. I also couldn't park my car. But
Yeah.
I called the cops. They got there and they arrested me, and I was in jail for about.
What about your car? What happened to the car?
I haven't seen that for like 5 years. I don't even know.
I
I forget even what color it was. Probably
crazy.
blue or pink or maroon something. Alex, what do you think about these walruses in front of Eddie's house? You live so close.
Yeah, I do. And I think it's a real eyesore, to be honest. I'm looking out my window. I'm watching for women. I'm watching for birds, and I'm watching for the usual UPS truck. But I'm looking across the street and I see these walruses, man. I'm just like,
Really?
Dang,
walruses.
damn.
You know the best way to get rid of walruses?
How's that?
Call a mother.
What?
Call a mother of a child below the age of 5. For some reason, walruses just hate the shit out of them.
Well, wouldn't that send them into a frenzy?
No, they just leave. Like orderly fashion, they stop at red lights and everything like that.
Like signal file? Or?
That sounds like
single
ducks.
file. Single
Ducks
file.
do that sometimes.
They do. There's the last question of the day. Greg, I heard from the grapevine that your dad is suing Burger King because they put 12 fingers, 6 fingernails, 5 pieces of hair, like an eyeball, a left pinky, like everything put in the kitchen sink inside of your dad's Burger King fry.
Yeah, that was bad.
How is he feeling?
I mean, how would you feel after eating that?
I'd be happy that I was suing Burger King.
Well, I mean, you might be happy, but your stomach wouldn't.
Has your mother ever come back?
No.
Do you feel like smoking pot makes you feel smarter?
Well, when I do, I feel smart.
You give up the crack, Greg. Give up the crack.
Why?
Because I really can't have you on the show if you're smoking crack in the studio. Alex, what do you think about Greg smoking crack in the studio?
I think it's bad.
Eddie, what do you think?
It fucking stinks.
Yeah, it does. It really stinks. Greg has black teeth.
That's why he doesn't have a mustache.
Yeah, he ripped his hair of his mustache.
Or any facial hair.
Gone.
Well, you guys say it's bad. However, it helps me masturbate chronically, and it just feels so much more enjoyable that way.
Greg likes peeing on the porch, if you guys know what I mean.
Well, I like peeing off the porch.
And on. Greg pees on and off the porch. He goes both ways. All right, guys. Well, I'll see you next time on the podcast, so don't be afraid to get that ass.